Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Projects. I am back with another video, and in this video we are going to create a Spotify login UI in Android Studio. So this is very amazing video and you are going to learn lots of concept in this video, and you can apply this login app to any kind of Android application. You can modify it according to your own need, according to your own application. But the benefit of this video is that you are going to learn lots of important concept, like how to use text watcher in Android, like how to use password toggle button in Android Studio, how to disable the login button and enable it after user filled both the fields. And there are lots of another thing like how to change the color of action bar and also the text color of action bar, how to use edit text focus and text watcher, and there are lots of other concepts you are going to learn in this video. And after watching this video complete, you are able to complete, or we can say you are able to make any kind of login app in Android Studio. So if you don't know what we are going to create, you can check the demo video. I will provide the link of the demo video in description, so you can watch the demo video, detailed demo video. And if you don't want to watch the demo video, then I want to just give a quick intro of what we are going to make in this today video. So for this I open my mobile phone. So you can see I open my mobile phone, and here I open my application. So you can see this is login UI, which contain email and password, and you can see the login button is disabled current right now. So if I try to click on login button, you can see it is disabled. So let us suppose, you can see if I click on any of email or password, you can see it use the edit text focus. So if I click on anyone, the color is get changed. So let us suppose I enter something. So you can see ABC, I enter email just ABC. So login button is still disabled. So now if I enter password just after one digit, so you can see now the login button is enabled. So this is very amazing concept, and you are going to learn this in this video. So I enter my password and password toggle button is working fine, and you can see if I try to click on login, I get the toast of login successful. So you can see it work fine. So if I clear the password, you can see it again disabled. So also there is another button below this login button, which is login without password. So it contains a stroke. So you are going to learn how to make a stroke inside a button. So we are going to learn lots of things in this video. So don't further delay. Now let's start the video. And if you have any query, you can comment down below after watching this video. So now let's start the video. And one more thing, if you don't subscribe our channel, then please subscribe the channel and hit the bell notification. Now let's start the video. So for creating this kind of application, first of all, you have to create a simple new project in Android Studio. So I open my Android Studio and I already created this project, Spotify login UI clone. So you can give any name, it is your choice. So you can see it doesn't contain anything. It is freshly new project. I open activity main XML file. So it contain hello world. So click on split. So first of all, I have to delete this hello world. So first I minimize it from here. Then I simply delete this hello world. Now our coding start from here. So first of all, we have to change the constraint layout to relative layout. So I simply delete this constraint layout and I type here relative layout. That's done. Now we have to add a background color. So I press enter here and then I simply type here background, and you can give any background color, it is your choice, and you have to type here background, not background tint. And I give my color code, but you can give any color code, it is your choice. So my color code is #121212. So now that's done. Now before creating any type of UI, first of all we have to create a basic layout of our UI. So after creating the basic layout, then we add some drawables and then we add some Java files. So now let's start creating the file. So first of all, I simply take a text view here to show it is email or password. And then I give the layout with wrap content and height of this also wrap content. Now give the margin start 16 dp is fine. Now give the margin top. So it is better to give the margin top 16 dp is also fine. And now give any text which you want to appear on your login app. So I simply type here email or username. So that's done. Now press enter first, and now set the text color which you want to need. I simply set the text color white, and then you have to simply set the text size. So you can give any text size. I simply give 30 sp, and then now you have to set the text style bold. Now it is better to give an ID to this. So I simply type here mail text view. So you can give any ID name, it is your choice. I simply give the ID name because I am going to use this ID name as a reference when I place another elements on our screen. So you can see now it is created successfully. Now below this, what we need a simply edit text to take the mail, or we can say to take the username from the user. So for this I have to simply take an open bracket and type here edit text. Now set the layout with match parent and height wrap content. Now set the layout below. We need this layout below our text view. So I simply type here mail text view. That's done. Now we have to set the margin start 16 dp is fine, and also give the margin end 16 dp. So this is done. Now we have to give the padding. So it is good to give the padding 10 dp, but you can give any padding. Now simply set the text color which you want to appear here. So I simply set the text color white, and now you have to give any ID to use inside our Java. So I simply type here mail underscore edit underscore text. So it is better to give the always give the ID name correspond to networking. Now press enter first, and now close this. So you can see now our edit text is created successfully. So here it is not appearing here due to the similar background. So after this we are going to create a custom background for this, so don't worry, but this is created successful. Now what we need again a text view below this. So this is our password text. So I have to simply copy this text view here from here. So simply copy this, Control C copy, and then simply paste below this edit text. So this is done. Now instead of Android ID mail text view, I have to simply change the ID name here, and I give the ID name here password text view. So this is done. And now what we have to make change, instead of, and here we have to give here layout below. So I simply type here layout below, and I give the pass the ID name of mail edit text. So this is done. Now you can see this is fine, and here I have to give the margin top 45 dp. Instead of 16 dp I have to make it change 45 dp. So this is done. Now this layout is also created successfully. Now we need one more edit text. Now you can create a simple edit text, but we are going to use a password toggle button inside our edit text. So it is better to take a relative layout. Then inside relative layout we are going to take an edit text with an image view. So hope you understand what we are going to do. So if you not understand, then I will explain everything just after 1 minute. Simply type the code with me. So simply take a relative layout here, and then simply give the ID name. First of all give the layout width and layout height. So layout width is match parent is fine, height is wrap content is fine. Then give any ID name. So I simply give the ID name here password layout, because it is going to create the layout of our password, and simply give the margin start 16 dp and also margin end 16 dp. So margin end 16 dp. So this is done. And now simply pass the layout below, and I need this below our password text view. So this is done. Now close this relative layout. So relative layout is created successful. Now inside this what we have to do, we have to simply take an edit text. So it is better to copy the edit text, this edit text. So I simply copy this, Control C copy, and then I simply paste this inside our relative layout. Be remember, you have to paste this inside our relative layout. Now what changes we have to make? So first of all delete this layout below. So I don't need this, so I simply delete this layout below. And also you don't need to give margin start and margin end here, so delete this also, because I already give the margin start margin end inside our relative layout, so we not need this here. And we have to change the ID name. So instead of mail edit text I have to give the here password edit text. So this is done. Now what we need, below this we have to simply take an image view, or we can say image button. So simply take an open bracket, type here image button. Now give the layout with wrap content, height is also wrap content, and aligned parent end, we need this at the end. So I simply type here aligned parent end pass through, center vertical pass through to make it place in center. Then simply set the layout margin end, and you can give any margin end. I give 8 dp, it is fine. Now we have to give any ID name. So I simply give the ID name password toggle. So this is fine. Now close this. So this layout is also created successfully, but this is nothing appear here. So don't worry, we are going to create everything. Now below this what we need two buttons. So one button is for login and one button to add a login without password. So simply take an open bracket, and when you type here android.widget.button. So why I type here android.widget.button and why I not type here simple button? So it is not possible to make the drawables, or we can say it is not possible to customize the new button, which is new material button, which is present in latest Android Studio. So I am going to use the old button. So for this you have to simply type here android.widget.button. Now simply set the layout width and give the layout width, wrap content is fine. And now we have to give the layout height. So layout height is also wrap content is fine. Now we have to simply set the text which you want to appear here. So I simply type here log in. So this is fine. Now we have to simply set the text size 16 sp, and by default we want to make our login button false, disabled. So for this we have to simply type here clickable false, and also we have to simply pass here enabled false. So this is done. This is to make our login button disabled. And now we have to simply set the text style bold, set the padding start 50 dp is fine, and also set the padding and 50 dp. Now close this. Now first of all we have to give an ID to this button. So simply type here ID, and I give the ID name here login button, login btn. So this is better. Now simply give here a center horizontal, pass true to make it place in center, and then we have to place this button layout below, and I have to place this button below our password edit text. So I simply type here password edit text. You can see this is fine. Now you can give margin top 40 dp. So it is not working here, so I think I gave the wrong ID name here. So, and we want this button below our password edit text, and the password edit text is present inside our relative layout. So I have to pass the password layout file ID name. So I simply type here password layout. So you can see now our login button placed successfully. Now below this we need also one more button. So it is better what we can do, we can simply copy the code of this button. So I simply Ctrl C copy and simply below paste this code. So this is done. Now instead of login button we simply change the ID name here login without button. So you can give any ID name, it is your choice. Now we have to simply change the text. So instead of login I have to simply type here log in without password. So this is done. Now instead of layout height wrap content I simply type here layout height 30 dp is fine. So I simply give the height 30 dp. Padding start 18 dp is fine. So I simply give the padding start 18 dp, and also padding and 18 dp is fine. Now we have to give the line spacing to make character to separate the letter spacing. So you can give any letter spacing, I simply give the 0.2. Now we have to simply use here instead of the layout below password layout I have to place this button below our login button. So I simply type here login button. So you can see now it is fine, and margin top 35 dp is fine instead of 40. So I simply type here 35 dp. So this is fine. And one more thing we have to make change. So instead of text size 16 sp I simply make it 11 sp. So now our layout is completed. Now we have to simply make our drawables for this, and then we have to simply write the Java code. So our half of work is done. Now we have to simply create a drawables, and also we have to take a toggle button here. So first of all let's take a toggle button here. So open resource folder, expand your resource folder, then open your drawable folder, then right click here, then click on new, then we have to click on vector asset. We are going to use vector asset, then click on clip path, and then you have to click here I. So instead of I you can type here visibility. So you can see this is visibility on and visibility off. So click on OK to import this, and next, then click on finish. Now again right click on drawable, then new, then vector asset, then click on this I, and this time you have to simply again type here visibility, then select visibility off, then click on OK, then next, then click on finish. So now both icons imported successfully here. Now click on this image view, and we have to simply set the source of our image button. So I simply type here src, and by default we want to make our eye open or close, it is your choice. So I simply make our eye open. So I simply type here visibility. So this is done. Now we can add an background tint to change the color of this. So I simply first type here background to make our background transparent. So for this you have to simply type here @ then Android, then after this you have to simply type here color transparent. So this is done. Now we have to simply add an Android tint. So now you can pass your any color code, it is your choice. So I simply pass the white. So now you can see now our icon is created successfully, or we can say working successfully here. So this is done. Now we have to create a custom drawable for everything, like for our edit text, for normal edit text, for also edit text focus. We have to create 2 drawables for our login button, for disable login button as to enable login button, and also we have to create a drawable for login without password. So there are 5 drawables total, and then we have to write the Java code. So let's start creating the drawables. So first of all we have to create a drawable for our edit text. So right click here, then click on new, then click on drawable resource file, and then you can give any file name. So I simply type here edit text bg, edit text background, and after this we will create the drawable for our edit text focus. So it is better to first create the normal drawable. So I simply type here, change the selector to shape. Now you have to simply type inside this bracket, remember inside this bracket press enter first, then simply take the shape. So I simply type here Android shape rectangle. So this is done. Now below this simply type here solid, then color, then you can pass your any color code, it is your choice. So I simply type here 434343, this is my color code. So this is done. Now after this you have to give the corners. So simply take an open bracket, type corners, and then you have to simply give any radius. So it is your choice, you can give any radius. I simply give here 4 dp, then close this. So now this drawable is ready. Now let's create one more drawable for our edit text focus. So right click. So first of all it is better to copy this. So right click here, simply copy, and simply click on copy, then right click on drawable, then click on paste, and instead of edit text bg, then I simply type here edit text focus, then click on refactor, and it automatically pastes this here, then open this file. Now we have to simply change the background color of this. So I simply change the background color 717171. So this is our edit text focus. So hope you understand how this is working. Now click on this below this email or username, and simply add a line here background, and simply pass edit text bg. So you can see now it is successfully appear here and it work fine. Now do the same with password. So add a background, edit text bg. So this is done. Now our this both two files created successfully. Now close this. Now we have to create a drawable for our login button. So it is better to copy this again. Right click here, copy, then click on drawable, and then click on paste, and I simply type here login disabled, and then we have to create drawable for enabled. So the color which are going to use for our button, I simply type here 717171. So it is fine, and instead of 4 dp radius I simply type here 100 dp. So this is done. Now the layout file of drawable file created successfully. Now again right click on drawable, then click on paste, and we have to create a login enabled file. So login enabled, and then click on refactor, and I need here white color. So I simply type here and color white. So this is done, and I have to make change here. So this is 100 dp radius to make it round, perfect round. Now open your activity main XML file, click on the login button. Now simply add a background here, and then you have to pass login disabled, because I want to make my button disabled by default. So the text color is not looking amazing, so we have to add a line here, text color, and then I simply pass this color code. So you can see this color code is amazing, you can simply type this. So now our login button is also created successfully. So I want to show one more thing. Let us suppose if I make change here, this is our background login disabled, and if I make change here enabled, so this look amazing. So hope you understand. We are going to change it by using text watcher, and we are going to change this button in our Android Studio. So don't worry, simply make it disabled by default. Now we have to simply create one more drawable file for our login without password, and this drawable file is very amazing, and we have to create a stroke. So it is better to paste the previous drawable. So right click on drawable and then paste, and then we have to simply give any password, login without bg, and then click on refactor. So this drawable is also created successfully. Now we have to make some changes here. So first of all we have to make a color change. So instead of this color I need here some different color. So I simply type here 4C4C4C. So this color is amazing. Now the corner radius, instead of this corner radius I simply add a corner radius 100 dp. So make it 100 dp, it is fine. Now below this what we need a simply a stroke. So simply take an open bracket, type stroke, and then we have to simply type here color, stroke color which you want to pass here. So I simply type here hashtag 4C4C4C. This is done, and now we have to simply type here width of stroke, and I simply type here 0.5 dp, then close this. Now here you have to simply pass here transparent color. Instead of any color code you can simply pass here transparent color. So Android, then color transparent. So you can see now our stroke created successfully. Open your activity main XML file, then click on this login button, and here we have to add a background line, background login without background. So now our layout is successfully created. Now we have to simply change the text color of this. So I simply type here text color and I pass the white color code. white color. So now our everything is ready inside our layout. Now we have to simply write the Java code, how to work with text watcher and how to make our edit text focus or not, how to enable or disable the login button. So this is very amazing. So first of all, open your main activity.java and here we have to write the all code. So first of all, before writing Java code, we have to declare some variable to use the XML ID here. So we have two variable of edit text type. So I simply type here m email. So you can give any name, it is your choice, and second variable for password edit text. So this is fine. Now we have to simply take and one more variable for our image button, which is our drawable button, iToggle button. So I simply type here, give the ID name iToggle. You can give ID name. Now we have to simply take a two variable of Android.widget.button, and then you can give any ID name. I simply give the login and login without password, then semicolon. Now it is better to add an extra m here to differentiate it from XML. So I simply add an extra m here, then simply add a semicolon here, it's showing error. So hope you understand. You have to simply always take the same variable, because I open my activity main XML file, just wait. So I open my activity main XML file and here you can see I simply take an android.widget.button. So I have to, if I want to cast this variable in Java file, then I have to declare same variable here. So hope you understand why I type here android.widget.button. Then I have to simply declare a variable of boolean type to make our password enable or disable, and by default what I store inside this, true. So this is done. Now first of all, we have to set our XML ID into our Java IDs. So I simply type here email, m email equal find view by ID r.id.email mail edit text. So this is the name. Now we have to set the password, m password equal find view by ID r.id.password edit text. So this is done. Now we have to set the for our toggle, iToggle equal find view by ID r.id.password toggle. So this is done. Now add a semicolon here. Now we have to take two variable of button type. So m login equal find view by ID r.id.login button. So you can see it works fine. Now we have to simply type here m login without password equal find view by ID r.id.login without button. So you can see it is fine. Now first of all, before writing any code, first of all I have to make the change inside our action bar. So I want to set my action bar transparent and I want to change that color of action bar. So why I want to change the color of action bar? Because I don't want to show anything, but by default the app name appear on action bar. So I want to hide that app name, so it is better to change the color of the text. So first of all, you have to set type here get support action bar to give it little bit elevation in our action bar. So I simply type here set elevation, and inside this you have to simply pass a 0. Now we have to simply type here get set support action bar dot set home enabled and pass true. So it is your choice whether you want to do this or not. Now we have to simply type here, first of all we have to declare a color drawable to change the action bar color. Then I have to simply type here color drawable, then new. We have to create the object of this color drawable, and inside this we have to simply type here color dot parse color, and inside this we have to pass the color code. So you have to take hashtag here and you have to place this inside our double quotes. So this is done. Now we can use this color everywhere where we want. So you have to simply type here get support action bar dot set background drawable, and you can simply pass here color drawable. Now if we want to change the text color of this, then we have to simply type here get support action bar dot set title, and inside this we have to type here html dot from html, and we have to take two double quotes. Then we have to pass the source font. We want to change the font color, and then equal, then simply type this, and this is done. Now our color of the section bar is changed successfully, and also XML ID change cast to Java IDs. So almost 80% work of the application is complete. Now we have to simply add an on-click listener to everything, and also we have to change the disabled enable button, password toggle button. So only some work is left. So first of all, let's see if someone click on toggle button of password. So I simply type here iToggle dot set on click listener new, then capital O. So by default whatever our I is on by default. So I simply type here if show. So what show contain? Show contain true. It means I by default the I is open. Then if show contain true, then I have to simply set it to false. I have to change the boolean value, and then I have to simply change our image button, and from I on I have to simply set it to I off. So I simply type here set image resource, and inside this we have to simply pass the drawable name, r.drawable name visibility off. So this is done. Now we have to simply hide the password. So you can simply type here password, this is our id name, dot set transformation method, and inside this you can simply call this object new password transform method. So it automatically hide the password, and inside else what we can do, else we simply copy this code, control C copy, and if our I is off, so then we have to make our I is on if someone click on it again. So I simply change the boolean value to true, and instead of boolean visibility off I need here visibility on. So this is fine, and again I have to call the password set transform method, and inside this I have to simply pass here null. So it enable the password, or we can say it show the password. Now if someone click on login button, then what we have to do, you can perform anything, it is your choice. So if someone click on login button, then I have to simply type here set on click listener new, then capital O and press enter, and I simply display a toast here, toast dot make text get application context, and then any toast message. So login done, then comma, then toast dot length short, and then dot show. So I don't check here whether the email is filled or not, because I am going to use the logic for our login enable or disable. So if button is enabled, then it is possible to click on this button. So if it is not enabled, then it is not possible to click on this button. So hope you understand, we don't need to check whether our email is filled or our password is filled. So you can simply use this. Now if someone click on login without password, so I have to simply again display a toast here, login without password is clicked. So you can give any toast message or you can perform anything, it is your choice. Now we have to add an focus listener on our email and password. So if email dot set on focus chain listener, so this is done. Now new, then capital V and press enter. So if someone click on email button, then what we have to do, we have to simply change the focus. If has focus, we have to use this, and then we have to simply change the focus to our email. So if someone click on email, then we have to set the focus on our email, email dot set background, and then we have to simply type here context compat dot get drawable, and here we have to pass the current context, get application context, and then our drawable name. So r dot drawable dot our edit text focus. So this is done, and we have to disable the focus of our password. So I have to simply type here password dot set background, and you can simply copy paste this line, context compat dot get drawable get application context r dot drawable dot pass edit text normal edit text. So if one edit text is focus, then our other edit text is normal. So hope you understand why I type this. Now I simply copy this code, control C copy, and simply paste the code here, and instead of email I simply type here password. If someone click on password, then we have to change the focus from our email to password. So I disable the focus here. So edit text normal edit text bg. So this is done, and instead of normal edit text on password, I simply add a focus on our password. So this is done. Now our almost 95% code is ready. Now we have to simply understand how to work with text watcher. So first of all, we have to add a text watcher on both. So I simply type here password dot add text chain listener, and inside this I have to simply type here login text watcher. So we are going to create this class just after this, so don't worry, it show error, but don't worry, email dot add text chain listener, and again I call this login text watcher. This is done. So now first of all, delete the extra space from here and simply add a space here. Then we have to create this class, so private, then you have to give the class name, which is text watcher, which is predefined class in Android Studio, text watcher. Then you have to give your object name, which is login text watcher, then equal, then new text watcher. So it automatically write the whole code, and you can see the error is gone. Now you can simply add a semicolon here, to make every code workable. Now what we have to do inside this code, so if we have to write all code inside our on text chain, so we have to detect whether that text is changing or not on real time. So we have to write all code here. So if both field is filled, then we have to enable the login button, and if any of the field is empty, then we have to simply disable the login button. So I simply take here string for even email and password input. So I simply type here email input and comma password input, then add a semicolon here. Now we have to simply fetch the text from our edit text m email dot get text to string, then m password input equal m email dot get text to string. So this is done. Now it is better to add a trim here, and also you can add a trim here. Now if both the field is filled, then we have to simply enable our login button. So simply take a note here, if email input dot is empty, and I take a note here, so it is mean if email is not empty, and also not password input is empty. So this is done. If is not any of the field is not empty, then we have to simply login dot m login dot set enable and simply pass here true, and also we have to simply type here m login dot set clickable pass true, and also we have to change the drawable and simply type here login dot m login dot set text voucher m login dot set background, and inside this we have to simply pass here context compare dot get drawable, then get application context and comma, then you have to type here r dot drawable dot login enabled. So this is done. This is very easy. So hope you understand. And inside else what we have to do, we have to perform same thing again. Just copy this code, Control C copy, and simply paste the code here. So if any of the field is empty, then we have to simply make our everything false, set clickable also false, and also we have to simply change the background of our button login disable. So our code is finally ready, and now it's time to check our app whether the app is working. So I always use debugging mode for checking my app. If you have low system configuration, then it is better way to checking your app. So if you don't know how to use debugging mode, then you can check the Android playlist. So you can easily find that video how to use debugging mode. So I have to connect my phone to run our application. I successfully connect my phone, so you can see here my phone appearing here. So I press on run button and Gradle start building. So it may take some time here. So if you don't like the video, then please like the video and also subscribe the channel. And if you don't share the video, then please share the video with your friends. So if you want more tutorials on Android, so it may take up to 3 to 4 minutes to build because my laptop is very slow. So hope you understand. So it show the error A4C is not compatible. So maybe I have to type here 4 and I type here $. So this is just a simple mistake. Now again press on run button. So you can see now the Gradle build successful and our app is so there is no error present inside our application, and it will help to install the application inside our phone. And now application installed successfully and it launched the application. So it is work fine, and if I click on any of the email or username, it again work fine. Edit text focus work fine if I click on email or username. So I forget to make the change here email password here, so I have to make the change the text of our this. And if I click on login without password, so there is nothing appear here. So we have to see what is the problem. So there is two problem inside our app. One problem is that if I try to click on login without password, it is not working. And the second problem, our back button of action bar is not appearing here. So we have to see, because the color of the action bar is not appearing here, so we have to see what is the problem for this. So first of all, simply open your activity main XML file, and we have to click on this login button, login without password. So I forget to remove this Android enabled false and Android clickable false. So this is simple minor mistake. Second problem is if I click on email and username, so you can see the text, I forget to change the text here. So I delete this email and username and I simply type here password. So this is done. Now our last problem is that our action bar not appear, back button of action bar is not appearing here. So by mistake I simply type here set home button true, and I have to type here set home enabled display in show home enabled pass true. So this is done. Now again click on run button and let's see whether our app is work fine or not. So our app built successful, and now it will install the application inside our phone, and this is our final run. So it is not also appearing here back button, so I have to delete this, and I have to simply type here home as up enabled. So sorry for this mistake again. Now click on run button again, and let's see now. Now app built successful, and it will install the application inside our phone. So hope you understand this kind of silly mistake can be happen anytime, and you can see now our app is finally ready. And if I click on any of the email or password, it get focused. If I enter anything, so you can see our email is empty, so login button is disabled. So if I just enter one word, login button is enabled. So if I click on login, I get the toast of login done. Password toggle button is also work fine. Login without password is also work fine. So hope you understand, you like this tutorial, and if you have any query, you can comment down below. I try to give the answer of every comment. Please like the video, please. It takes so much time to create this kind of video, so please like the video and support this video, and share this video with your friend. And if you have any query, you can comment down below, and please subscribe the channel. So thank you for this video, and I will try to bring more and more Android project and web project on my channel. So please subscribe the channel for Android and web development. Thank you. See you soon in next amazing video.